Hello geeks and welcome to Geeks for Geeks. This is Sai Prakash here, and in this video we're going to solve the problem called as bit difference. It is given as a challenge for day 12 on 30-day Geeks for Geeks coding challenge. And let's understand the problem statement. So the problem statement goes like this. So we are given an array of size n, and we have n numbers in that. So you have to find sum of bit difference in all the pairs. So we have to prepare all these pairs that can be formed from an array, and we have to check the bit differences in all these pairs. And the bit difference is nothing but if I have chosen a pair called as 2 and 7, so the answer is going to be 2, because the 2 is represented as 0 and 1 0, and 7 is represented as 1 1 1, and there are two bits which are differing. So first bit and last bit are set as 0 in 2, and whereas it is set as 1 in 7. So the difference bits here is 2, right? And we have to do the same thing for all the pairs that can be formed from an array, and we have to return the global answer, right? So the problem statement is pretty intuitive to understand, and there are a couple of approaches in solving this problem. And the first approach is a simple brute force, that is run two loops and find all the pairs, and for each pair check each bits and compare each bits of these two numbers, that is compare all the 32 bits, and if you are finding any mismatches, then update the global answer. But that is going to run in n square complexity, and but our problem statement asks us to solve this in big of n log n or less, and you have to do it in constant space, right? So for that case we have to use an optimized approach. So the idea behind this optimized approach is that see, these numbers can be represented as 32 bits, right? So instead of forming all the pairs at a time, so what we are going to do is, like, we are going to traverse through these 32 bits, and let's say if I'm at ith bit, so in 32 bits, if I'm at ith bit, I'm going to check what is this ith bit set in all the numbers. So I'm going to traverse ith bit of all these numbers, and I'm going to count what are the number of zeros and what are the number of ones. Like, if I know what are the number of zeros and number of ones, I can know how many mismatches can be happening, right? So example, if I have n oranges and m apples, so m into n is the number of pairs that I can form using this apples and oranges, right? So the same way we are going to count number of zeros and number of number of zeros and number of ones, and by that we can simply understand how many mismatches of bits are happening, and we are going to update the global answer after every iteration, right? So this is the approach behind this problem, and many articles and many sources say that this question was asked in a Google interview. So this is a nice problem to solve, and so the problem solution code goes like this. So we are going to have a global answer, and it is initialized to 0, and we are going to run a loop in bits, so that is 0 to 31 bits, that is range of 32, and we are going to initialize counts. So count of 0 is initialized to 0, and count of 1 is going to be initialized to 0 as well. Now I'm going to loop in my array. So for I in array, so I'm going to rename it as num. So for every num in array, I'm going to check if the ith bit is set or not. So for that, so if you're not familiar with how to check whether the bits are set or not, so there is a beautiful article in Geeks for Geeks only specific to bit manipulations, and bit manipulation is something which everyone has to understand. So kindly check that out. So I'm going to check whether ith bit is set or not. So for that I'm going to do if num right shift of I and 1. So if this is equal to 1 or not, right? And I'm going to check if it is equal to 1 or not. If it is equal to 1, then it is 1. Then I can say that the ith bit is set as 1, and I'm going to update the count 0 of with 1. And in the else condition, we know that it is set with 0, and I'm going to do count 0 plus equal to 1, right? So now we have counts of zeros and counts of ones. So based on that, we can understand that we can form count 0 into count z pairs of mismatched bits, right? So I'm going to update my global answer. So answer plus equal to CO times CZ, right? So, and in the end I'm going to return 2 times of z, 2 times of answer, because let's say if ij is a pair, then even j and I is also pair, right? So hence we have to do 2 times of answer. And let's see if we have any errors here. Something typo. Yeah, we were able to solve the base case. Let's check with all the hidden cases as well. Yeah, it is satisfied, and I think this is the simplest approach of all, right? And it's also efficient approach. See, the only thing that we are doing is like assume there are 32 bits here, right? So at each bit I'm going to count what are the set bits and what are the unset bits of n numbers, right? And if I multiply number of count of 0 and count of z, I'm going to get how many pairs that are mismatching, right? So that is the main point to understand in order to solve this problem. And yeah, that's it. So you can simply do 2 into answer to cover both the pairs, that is a and b and b and a, and that's it. We can solve this problem. So that's it for this video, and I hope this video was helpful. And if you find it helpful, please give a like and subscribe to Geeks for Geeks if you are not subscribed yet. And thanks for watching. Have a nice day.